But I am here, actually, this is 36th Street that's behind me. We've been doing live shots, updating you guys on the shooting that took place, and you can still see that it's a pretty active scene, especially if you remember that this happened around 12:30 this morning. So I'm going to turn you around here and show you what's going on. So we have a couple of squad cars right here. They've been taking a look at that silver car that you can see in the distance. We're not going to zoom in on it right now, but when our crews were here actually on scene around 12:30, both of the doors, the front doors were open. It looked like the driver's side window was shattered, and I can kind of see it here now, but you can see that they have part of this road blocked off on either side. There's a squad car on that other side of the car there. Now, what police have confirmed so far to us is that the shooting victim was a female. She is suffering from life-threatening injuries. She was taken to Genesis Hospital, but that's pretty much as what we know right now. We have been seeing some officers walking around that car right there, looking at it with flashlights, obviously in part of some kind of investigation here. We are going to be live here throughout the morning. Of course, we are staying in touch with police, asking them questions, trying to get more information for you guys, but this is all we know right now. So again, the most important piece of information that we have is that one female was injured in this shooting. She is suffering from life-threatening injuries.
Sorry, I had to get me some tissue. But anyways, I had dyed my hair purple simply because my little sister, I feel it coming already, but I dyed my hair purple because earlier in 2018, my little sister got killed and robbed by two men, one which was 18 years old and the other one was 27. I mean, I don't want to say their names. But yeah, I had actually went back to the document where they had released what had happened. So I had got a couple notes for y'all to tell y'all exactly what happened. So one of the first notes that I had got was that the 18-year-old had pled guilty to first-degree theft on September 24th of 2018. He had pled guilty to first-degree theft, a Class A felony, but in exchange for his plea, prosecutors will dismiss the 4 other charges. I almost just said his name. The 18-year-old was facing first-degree murder, first-degree robbery, intimidation with a dangerous weapon, and conspiracy to commit a forcible felony. That's the notes on the 18-year-old. Let's see what else I got here. The 18-year-old had agreed to testify against his co-defendant, which is the 27-year-old. I think he's 27 if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I put that information in my notes. But he would be charged with first-degree murder, first-degree robbery, and intimidation with a weapon. The 18-year-old has also agreed to provide a trustful interview to law enforcement concerning his involvement with the 27-year-old involved in the incident surrounding the death of Destiny or Clark. Update was posted on April 11th of 2019. It says police has charged the 27-year-old with murder charges following the death of 19-year-old Destiny or Clark. They said the police said upon arrival, they found a man providing aid to a woman who had been shot. It also say police say 27-year-old and a second suspect, 18-year-old, killed Destiny Orr during the course of a robbery. Police say they robbed Destiny. They robbed Destiny while armed with a gun. And when Destiny tried to leave the scene, they followed her in the vehicle. While in the vehicle, police say shots at Destiny Orr. They shot at Destiny Orr multiple times and also hitting her. An update was posted on March 4, 2019. Police say they have issued a warrant for the 26-year-old that was already in jail, but they had added charges to his case. I guess he had got locked up sometime after my sister died. This was 2019 when he was finally charged with the murder. So I guess between the time of them actually robbing her in 2019, he got locked up. He had got locked up within that time. So I had dyed my hair purple, knowing that purple was my little sister's favorite color. And I mean, why not? And that's also where I got my name from, Catalina. Catalina is actually my stage name, but I named myself that. I gave that name to myself simply because Catalina flowers are usually found purple and white, which is my sister's favorite color. So I became attached to that flower. I actually got the flower tattooed on my neck. You can't really see it. And contribute to her also. Let's see if we can pull up her Facebook page. I mean, me and my little sister, we was actually just starting to build our bond, being that she stayed over in Davenport and I stayed out in St. Louis. We didn't like communicate much, but we had been communicating. Like, she knew that I was pregnant. She actually got killed 2 months after I had my son. Her birthday was 2 days 2 days after she had got killed. Hold on, let's see if I can pull up her page. I don't think it's gonna let me. But yeah, she was actually supposed to be coming down here that next morning before she got killed. She her birthday was coming up, and she wanted to spend her birthday with me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, come on. I just had my baby. I want you to meet him and everything. So she was coming down the next morning. She was supposed to get there. No, she was supposed to leave out Davenport at about 8 o'clock the next morning. And she didn't make it because of this situation that happened. She actually was messaging me on Snapchat, and I think she was messaging me right before it had happened because they said the police had been called after 12 o'clock that night. We was texting at around 11:30. So I feel like she was texting me around the time that it happened. Promising me that she was coming this time because it had been multiple times that she had said that she was coming and didn't make it or whatever. So she was promising me that she was coming and everything. So I'm excited knowing that I'm finna see my sister that I haven't seen in a good probably 5 years. I don't remember when the last time I was down there. Actually the last time I was down there was for my grandfather's funeral, and that's when we seen each other. I don't remember which year that was though. So I'm gonna just say 5 years to be on the safe side. So she was really coming down there to spend her birthday with me. She's asking me what clubs that could we go to and all this other stuff. Just to have fun. And to get me out the house because I had just had my baby and I hadn't been out the house since. So, and then I had later found out from her best friend, she had texted me, or one of her friends had texted me on Facebook and was like, aren't you Destiny big sister? I'm like, yeah. She like, okay, yeah, I seen you at the funeral in the gold dress. I'm like, yeah, that was me. I was like, what's up? She was like, so, I guess she was supposed to be coming with Destiny down here or whatever. And she was like, I was supposed to be coming down there to St. Louis with Destiny or whatever, but we didn't make it. But I just wanted to tell you what she was really coming down there for. And I'm like, okay, she coming down here for her birthday. And she like, yeah, that was the main reason, but Destiny was pregnant. She was pregnant. And, like this, she had a stillborn, like, not sure what year. I don't want to throw no years out there and be wrong. But she was already pregnant once before, and she had a stillborn. This is actually his, this was, a contribute to him. It says RP, if y'all can see that, with prayer hands and a rosary and stuff. And then she was actually coming down here to tell you that she was pregnant in person this time. And I'm like it had hurt me even more knowing that she was pregnant and I could have possibly had another niece or a nephew on the way. Being that me and Destiny are the oldest. And I'm not gonna, well, our little brothers are not old enough to be having kids just yet. So I was excited, like, okay, for to be an auntie. Well, I would have been an auntie if this would have happened. But now I have to go get another tattoo for Destiny on this arm. I had left this arm blank, so I guess I'll just have both of them on my arms. But yeah. I mean, me and Destiny had started building our bond. Like, she used to respond to my Snapchat stories and text me good morning every once in a while. We would communicate through text every once in a while. But, like, we didn't really have a close bond like we should have, knowing that we are sisters, the only two girls that my dad have. And then for this to just come out of nowhere and happen 2 days before her birthday. Her birthday was May 6th. And she would have been 20 the year that she was coming down here to visit me. I'm like stumbling over my words because I'm like holding back tears. But yeah, I had to dye my hair purple. I've been like locked on to this color purple lately. I was actually gonna do my background purple, but I couldn't find any purple fabric to do so. I think I'm gonna look for more though, so I can have a purple background also. But yeah, that's why I had dyed my hair purple for my sister. But I just hope that I lost my tissue. I just hope that I continue to be strong and continue to be focused on things, because that's what she would have wanted. Every time she said something, every time I said something negative on Facebook or Snapchat or something, she messaged me like, sissy. Like, that's what she used to call me. She used to be like, sissy, calm down, it's okay. Or she always gave me like, she always gave me motivation. Like, when I say all she did was go to work, that's all she did was work. Almost every time I talked to her, she at work. Like, she did nothing but motivate me. She was there when I needed to talk. Like, especially after I had my son, I was going through post, whatever the depression is called, after having kids and stuff. I was going through that really bad, and when I say she was the only person that kept me positive. Like, me and my son's father, we was together, but we didn't have no close relationship to where, like he was the reason for it, basically. So, like, I couldn't vent to him about what was going on with me or anything because he was the cause of it. But my little sister, every time I used to text her and say sissy, or she'd text me and be like, sissy, you okay? Like, all we did was motivate each other. But her being strong, I feel like she was stronger than me. Her being herself and knowing what to say, just like our dad, she used to always come through for me. She used to always come through for me. And it seemed like since she been gone, and me not having nobody to run and talk to, because I don't hang out with people much. Me not having nobody to run and talk to, and then again, I don't want nobody all up in my business. It's like I had to buy me a diary so I can like write stuff down that I'd be telling her, or like I used to, knowing that can't nobody log into her Snapchat, I used to find myself messaging her on Snapchat. Like, it's so many paragraphs in my Snapchat sent to her from stuff that I'm going through or my feelings or anything. Like, and this is after she's passed. Like, I used to, like, get a relief from just telling her. Because I didn't want to tell nobody else. Because these are conversations that me and her used to have. So, I would have rather kept it between us. I still do it sometimes. But now I done got to the habit of just writing it down and ripping it up and throwing it in the trash. If it wasn't for my sister, I feel like I wouldn't have had my baby. Because being that me and his dad used to argue so much after I had got pregnant, I had wanted to have like a miscarriage. Like, I was depressed. Like, my depression was so bad that I had to be induced. Because I had developed preeclampsia. I had developed preeclampsia, and because it was from stress, and I used to keep a high blood pressure. Like, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't even have a son right now, because I used to text her all the time like, sissy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this baby. I don't want to be a mother. I'm not ready. Like, and she pushed me. Like, she pushed me to have my son. Like, sissy, we got it. We got it. If you need anything, you know you can call me. We got it. If you feel like nobody else is on your side, I am. Like, she was actually there. She kept her word. Like, all while you pregnant, you hear people say, oh, I got your back. I can't wait to watch your son. But then when your baby get here, everybody disappears. Like, and I felt like if she was here, she would be that one person. She probably would have moved down here with me by now. She wanted to move down here with me so bad, and I kept telling her no. And I regret it so much. Because I feel like if she would have moved down here with me like she wanted to, none of this would have happened. I used to say, like, after she had died, I used to feel so much guilt in my heart. Like, I used to say that it was my fault that my sister got killed. Because I told her no, she couldn't move down here with me because I wasn't stable yet. Like, me and my baby father had lived together, but it was so rocky, I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to just say, yes, you come move down here with me, and we living in my mom's house. And now that I got my own apartment and everything, I feel like she would have moved down here with me. Definitely would have moved down here with me. Like, I still have my breakdowns about her sometimes. Her and my dad. Our dad's in prison for murder. And then when he found out that my little sister got killed, when I say it's still eating him up to this day. Like, he can't talk about her to this day without like swallowing, having knots in his throat. Like, I remember after my sister had first passed and he finally got the energy to talk to her, with the courage to talk about her. He cried on the phone like I never heard my dad cry before. And he straight cried on the phone to me after my sister passed away. Like, we was crying together. But, yeah. I just had to put that out there. I knew I was going to cry, so... But I was prepared, so that's why I dyed my hair purple.